Hello, I'm Kristina with Coreworks. Today we're going to be doing a little ballet bar. We'll start with a warm-up, then we'll come to the bar, so you will need a stable surface, whether that's just a chair, a countertop, a table, portable bar, anything that you have around your house that has, somewhat stable, four seats, four legs, all of that kind of stuff will be good. We're going to use that when we come to the bar section, so you won't need it right away. So we're gonna put it off to the side, and then we'll be coming to a stretch at the end, kind of making sure we're stretching out our entire body before we wrap up. So, couple things I want you guys to think about. We're gonna be doing a lot with turn in, turn out. So your turn out comes from your hips. Does not come from your knees, it does not come from your feet. So your turnout is essentially coming from the opening of your hips. So you don't want to force it out with your knees, or you don't want to force it out trying to walk, getting those toes completely in a straight line. That is forcing the turnout, and it's not really good for your knees. So you want to make sure you're turning in from your hips. So we're going to be doing a lot of that today. We're going to be kind of using the different muscles within the legs, and of course adding some arms for a little bit of arm workout, a little bit of core workout as well. Throughout the entire bar section, the warm-up and everything, I want you to be thinking about having a nice kind of line or rectangle box. Your shoulders should be in line with each other, going down to your hips. So you want to think of kind of a rectangle going all the way up. So I want you to stay square towards the front of your room. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Not everybody's first position or Pilates V is going to be with your ankles together. Mine is not. So wherever you guys can go with your turnout is perfect. So we'll start with our hands on our hips. Start with just those legs in parallel. We'll open up, turning out, then back in, out, and in. Remember that you're turning out and in from your hips. A lot of the times, what I like to think about is kind of a barber ring. You know how it continually turns out? You want to try and think about continually turning out those legs. So bringing those inner thighs out and in. Very good. So this is just getting our feet warmed up, getting those hips warmed up, starting right off from the bat. Let's do 4 more. Then we'll hold it out. Last 2. Last 1, hold it out. We'll start with just pliés, down and up, down and up. Again, that rectangle is all facing forward, so you're not slumping over or arching back. You're keeping that nice neutral and just going up and down a wall. Very good. Make sure you keep breathing throughout all of the exercises today. Very good. And down and up. Let's do 4 more, then we're going to go into little releves or calf rises. Last 2. Last 1, we'll take it up and lower, up and lower. So starting to work those calves a little bit more, just raising and lowering. Everybody's going to have a little bit different level where they can raise to. Wherever you can go is perfect. Think about all 10 toes and the ball of your foot staying on the ground. Very nice. Up and down. If you want a little more of a challenge, you can always take those arms out to the side. And the arms are starting to feel the work too. 4 more. 3. Last 2. Last 1, we're going to roll through the feet. Let's start with that right leg. So you'll take it to a demi point and up, demi and down. Switching opposite leg, up, in, down. Really press through the floor, then pressing back. Very good. So we're starting to warm up those feet too, getting used to that point, and up. And over, up, over, and in. Very nice. Holding that night, the abdominals engaged and back in neutral is going to help you keep your balance here. One more each side. Last one. Very good. Let's go back to the turn in, turn out. So you're going to turn in and out, in and out, in and out. Not going to do quite as many of these as we did before. Then we're going to hold it in and we're going to stay in parallel for that same series. So you're going to notice instead of those inner and outer thighs working, those glutes and those quads and hamstrings are going to work. Your glutes are already starting to kick in as well. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it in. You're going to start with those pliés, down and up. We're not going into a full squat here, so you're not hitching forward and going all the way in. You're just keeping that nice line back and up. So it's not a very big range of motion here. It's kind of small, but you're still going to feel it. Very good. Down and up. 4 more. Last 2. Last 1. We'll take little releves, up and lower, up and lower. Again, focusing on all 10 toes and the ball of the foot. Holding in those abdominal muscles to keep your center, keep your balance. Nice balance check every once in a while you're going up on those toes. Again, you can have your arms out to the side. A little bit of arms added in there. Very good. Keep it going. 4 more. 3. Last 2. Last 1. We're going to do that same thing starting on the right. Demi point all the way up through the point and down, switching legs. Very good. So demi, really press through the point as you're going up and coming down. Pressing in and down, switching legs. You can always take those arms back, keep them out, whatever you are comfortable with. Very good, really pressing into that foot as you're switching. 2 more. Last 1. Very good, let's keep it in that parallel. Widen it just a bit. We're going to go into squats here. So your arms are going to come forward. You're going to go down and up. Your arms can come into prayer. They can stay on your hips. Or if you want a little more of a challenge, they can go up and down, up and down. Very good. Again, wherever you're comfortable with the arms, you can keep it. Very good, really pressing back into that seat as you're going into that squat. Very good, getting that heart rate up a little bit. We're gonna do 4 more, then we're gonna hold it for little pulses. Last 2, last 1, hold it down there, little pulses. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Go ahead and bring your arms in or towards your hips, whichever you're comfortable with. Keep it pulsing. You're gonna start to feel that in those legs. Glutes a little bit, more hamstrings. A little bit with those front of your legs too. Not so much within the inner and outer thighs. Very good, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay down there. We're gonna take a step out and alternate. So you'll step out and in, and out, and in. Very good. Again, arms can go wherever you're comfortable with them. Remember to hold that core nice and in line. So you're back is not arching or hunching forward. Your neck is in line with your back as well. Very nice. Keep it going. Four more each side. 3. Last 2. Last 1. Very good. Go ahead and stand it up. We're going to take those legs. We're going to come a little bit wider, so kind of a second position, or wider than those hips. We're going to start with some little plies again. So we're going to go down and up, down and up. Very good. You can always adjust your stance when you're down there. I want you to try and get those knees over those heels or over your feet. Very good. We're going to do 8 more, and we're going to hold it down there for pulses. Last 4, 3, 2, last 1, hold it down there, little pulses. Pulse, pulse, pulse. So where we were in the squats, you kind of felt it a little bit more on the tops and bottoms. This one you're going to feel a little bit on the inside, those inner thighs, a little bit on those outer thighs. It's just pulsing. Very good. 4 more. We're going to hold it down there. Last 2, last 1. We're going to pop that right heel. Keep those pulses. If you want to go ahead and do those arms, kind of bring them all the way up and down. Very good. 1 more time. You're going to start feeling that burn. Last 2, last 1, and switch. Let's go ahead and do those arms again. Raise it up. Very nice. 1 more time. Very good. Go ahead and drop that heel. We're going to take those arms over the head. Let's do a little bit of sides. So you're going to go up and down and switch. Switch. Use your inhale and exhale here where you need it the most. This time, that rectangle is getting smaller on one side and bigger on the other side. So activating that core a little bit more. Four more each side. Last 2. Last 1. Both sides. Very good. Go ahead and come up. We are going to go to our bar next, so you're going to want to make sure that you have your bar right beside you. We are going to switch sides at the end, so you'll just have to switch it to either side or turn around. Make sure you have a little bit of room behind you, beside you, and in front of you. We're going to start off in that nice kind of parallel position. The legs do not have to be tight together. They can be a little bit separated. We're going to start off with just a little releve passe action. So you can hold onto the bar, opposite arm can be on your hip. You're going to releve up, bring that outside knee up. Releve and knee. Releve and passe. Very good. Releve, passe up. Releve, passe. 4 more. Very good. All 10 toes, leg up. Very good. Last one. Very nice. Turn it out. So that nice kind of Pilates V or first position with the turnout that we had. Same thing here. Little releve, little passe. Up and up. Releve and up. and up, and up. Very good. 4 more. 3. Last 2. Last 1. Very nice. We're going to keep that turned out position. We're going to start with always working with that outside leg. We're going to do a little point or tendu, turn in, turn out. So just go ahead and do it with me. We're going to point front, turn it in, turn it out, bring it in. Point, turn in, turn out, bring it in. Point, in, out, in. Last one, point, knee up, side, and in. Regular points. Very good. Pressing through the foot, kind of like we did earlier, to bring it to that point. Your arm can also be to the side. Last 2. Last 1. Very good. Same thing to the side. You're going to take it side, turn it in, turn it out, bring it in, out. Take it out, turn it in. Very good. 2 more. Out, knee front, out and back. Regular tendus are stretching through the point to bring it out and in. Very good. Keep breathing. Four more. Last 2. Last 1. We're going to head back. You can stay. I'm going to turn just so that you can see me a little bit more. We're going to take it back, turn it in, turn it out, and in. Back, turn it in, turn it out, and in. Back, in, out, and in. When you're turning it in, that knee's coming in to face the floor. Point and in, point and in, point and in. Now you're behind, when you go to the back, it may not be directly behind you, maybe at a slight angle. That is not a problem. It all depends on your hip flexibility and where you are. Very nice. 2 more. Last 1. Let's go ahead and take a couple pliés. Down and up, down and up. 2 more. Very good. We're going to add on kind of the first and a little bit of a kick. So you're going to take that outside leg, or bring it up through that passe, take it out, down, and in. Passe, out, down, and in. Passe, stretch. Very nice. Développé, they also call these. 1 more. Very good. Now we're going to do regular battements or kicks. Front. Doesn't matter how high your leg goes, as long as your hips are staying square towards the center. You're good. 2 more. Last 1. Excellent job. Take it to the side. We're going to bring it up, out, point, and in. Développé, out, point, and in. Very good. Still keeping that body in the same angle. Nice torso in there. Last one here. Ready for those kicks. And in, and in, up, and in. Little battements. Again, keeping that hip and those shoulders square to the front. Your leg may not get very high. It all depends on your flexibility. If you just get to here, that's great. Just keep working on that from there. 2 more. Last 1. Very good. We're going to do the same thing back. We're going to bring it into that passe, extend, down and up. Passe, extend, down and up. Now when you're going to the back for the développé, it's not going to go back extremely far just because we're not tilting over and we're not arching our back. Keeping our back very nice and still. Last one here, then just kicks or battements. Up. Again, if you start to feel your back arching, make your range of motion a little smaller. 2 more. Last one. Excellent job. Let's do 4 plies, down and up. Last one. Very good. We're going to take our feet and turn them in. Do a little bit of parallel kicks. Now with parallel kicks, you're not going to see a wide range of motion, especially towards the side and to the back. Think of it as your arm. If your arm is facing the side, you can't take it all the way up. If you turn it in, turn your shoulder, you can take it up further. Same thing with your leg. When you're going to the side, it's not going to go very high, especially in parallel because your knee is facing forward. If you turn it out, it's going to go a little bit further. So just keep that in mind as we're doing it. So we're going to start with just front. So 8 to the front, then we'll do 8 to the side and 8 to the back. 4 more. Keeping that body nice. And last one. Out to the side and in. Again, the side, it's not going to go very high. That is not a problem. It's exactly where you want it. 4 more. 3. Last 2. Last 1. Same thing back. Take it back and in. Back and in. We don't want that back to arch, so the back is not going to go very high. That is perfect. You're still working that glute, working that hamstring and that quad. 4 more. Last 2. Last 1. Excellent job. Bring it in. We're going to take a figure 4 on the opposite leg. So go ahead and bring that opposite leg across. Sink down into that hip. You're going to feel this right in here. It's going to feel kind of good. I always love the little stretching sections, and we'll get to another stretching section towards the end. We are going to switch sides for our bar. So once you get a nice little stretch on that side, we're going to take the bar and either switch sides or turn around. So we're going to do the exact same thing on this side. Just follow along. We're going to start off in that nice parallel stance. So we're going to start with just that releve and passe. Releve and up. All 10 toes, bring that leg up. Up and up. Very nice. Still holding that core nice and strong. Very good. Let's do 2 more. Last one. Let's go ahead and take our feet, turn it out like we had at the very beginning. We'll do the same thing. Little releve, little passe. Up and up. Up and up. All 10 toes and leg up. 10 toes, leg up. Very good. Remember to keep breathing in and out. Very good. We'll do 2 more. Up, 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 up. Very good. Let's go ahead and take plies. Very good. 2 more. Very good. Let's take that outside leg. So left leg for me, whichever leg's the opposite for you. So you'll take it, point front, turn it in, turn it out, bring it in. Point, turn it in, out, and in. Point, turn in, turn out. Very good. Last one here. Then we'll do just regular points or tendus. Really stretch through the floor as you're pointing and bringing it in. Very good. Using that strength of that point in your foot. So this is also kind of helping work that foot out. 2 more. Last one. Very nice. Take it to the side. Point, turn it in, turn it out, and in. Point, in, out, in. Point, turn it in, out. Very good. So facing front. 1 more. Very good. Regular points. Point. Stretching through the floor as you go. So you're kind of feeling your entire foot. When you're stretching it out, bring it in. Out and in. Very good. Nice and strong through that supporting leg. 2 more. Last one. Let's go to the back. Back, turn it in, out, bring it in. Back, turn it in, turn it out, bring it in. Back, turn it in, out. Back, turn it in, out. Regular points. Point or tendu. And in, back, and in, back. Holding that core nice and strong. Help you with a little bit of the balance here as well. 2 more. Last one, very good. Let's go ahead and do a couple pliés, 4 pliés. Get a little bit of relief on that inside leg. Your second side is usually going to fatigue a tad bit faster because you already worked on that front leg. Last one here. Very good. So we're going to still work out outside leg. We're going to bring it into that passe, extend, and down. So bring it up, front, point, down. Passe, front, point, down. Développé. Very good. Last one here. Then we'll do some kicks or battements. Bring it up and down, up and down. Doesn't matter how high you're going as long as your hips are staying square and you're facing the front. Shoulders should be square to the front as well. 4 more. Last 2. Last one, same thing side. You'll take it up to that passe, extend, point, and down. Passe, extend, point, down. Very good. Développé. Last one here. Regular kicks. Bring it up and down, up and down. Again, if your leg is not going very high, that is not a problem. It all depends on your hip flexibility and where you're at. Very nice. 4 more. You're going to start feeling it on that inside leg as well. Last one here. Very good. We'll head back. Again, that leg's not going to go very high. So you're going to take it to a passe, up, down, and in. Passe, extend, down, and up. Passe, extend, point. Développé. Very good. Let's do one more. Passe, up. Very good. Kicks up, up. Again, that leg's not going very high because we're not going down. So just go as long as your body stays square, whoop, and you're stable. Beautiful job. Keep it going. Last 2. Last one. Very good. Let's do 4 pliés, down and up. Last one. Let's go ahead and take those feet, turn them back in. So again, we're going to do parallel kicks. You don't see this a lot, but that side and that back, it's not going to go very high. Not going to go very far. So hand on hip or out, whatever you're comfortable with. We're going to take it up and in, up and in, up. 4 more. Last 2. Last one. Head to the side. Remember, it's not going to go very high. Wherever that hip socket or wherever your hip bone meets, that's where you're going to want to think about going up. Again, not a big range of motion. 2 more. Last one. Head back, back and in, back and in. So again, it's not going very high because you don't really want to change that square, that core alignment that you have. Make sure you stay in parallel. Always helpful. Last 2. Last one. Excellent job. Let's go ahead and take that inside leg to a figure 4. So you're stretching it and really starting to feel it in that opposite hip. It's going to feel a little bit of a good stretch here. So at the bar, what I hoped to show you guys was the difference between turning in and turning out. We did a lot of different things with kind of opening and closing. So hopefully you guys could see where exactly you were working which muscles. Alrighty. So now we're going to go to our stretch. I'm going to put the bar off to the side. So first, we're gonna go down to the floor. Wanna do kind of a hip flexor, quad, hamstring stretch. So let's go ahead and start with that right leg. So you're gonna come down, knees kind of at a 90-degree angle. We're gonna shift it front. So really, really lay into that front leg. This is gonna help your hip flexor in that left leg. So really try and press that towards the ground. You may see that it's going a little bit front. That's okay. We're really starting to feel that stretch. My favorite my favorite part of most classes is the stretching. I always feel that the stretching really does help to ease those muscles after you've worked them. We're gonna take this back, so you're gonna sit back, push that front foot forward, and kind of relax that body over that leg. You're gonna feel this a little bit in that hamstring, quad. If you flex that foot, you're gonna feel it in your calf as well. I always think this feels so good, lengthening that entire underside of that leg. Very good. Let's take that leg in. We're going to bring the opposite one in front. So right leg in front. You're going to sink that left hip down. So really stretching that hip flexor. We did a lot with the turnout, so this should feel pretty nice with that right now. Your arms can be up on your knee or all the way down, whatever you're comfortable with. Really think about stretching the length of that inside or that left leg. We're going to take it back. So you're going to press that foot front and relax over that front leg. Really think about lengthening that underside of your right leg. Again, a little more stretch here. Flex that foot. You're going to feel it within your calf. Very good. Just a couple more seconds here. Really lengthening that leg. We're going to come to a seated position now. So however you want to get there is perfect. We're going to bring our legs into a butterfly. We're going to have our legs wherever you're comfortable. If your turnout and your flexibility is a little limited, your legs can be further out. If you want them further in, you're going to feel that within that hip flexor, that hip opening a little bit more. So wherever you're comfortable. Sit up onto those sits bones. We're going to take a stretch to each side. So go ahead and put your left hand down. Take that right hand up and over. Really think about strengthening and lengthening that right side to give a full stretch on the side. We didn't do a lot of arms, but this always feels good with those side muscles, those obliques, really strengthening and lifting. Go ahead and bring it up. Go ahead and set that right hand down, left one up and over. Bring it up. One last stretch here. We're going to put our hands kind of right within our ankles. Go ahead and press down on those legs and kind of allow your body to collapse over the legs. So you're thinking about opening up within your legs and sinking down. Allow your breathing here to kind of become a little bit more relaxed. Think about just fully taking this stretch in. If you want to just bring your arms or your hands right around your feet and allow that lower back to kind of give a little stretch here. So you're thinking about rounding that back all the way up and through. One more nice deep breath in and out. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed a little bit of our ballet barre with the turn in, turn out. I hope you learned some of the different muscles within your legs. We have Coreworks has virtual classes and hopefully soon classes in the studio again. Please join or visit our website, coreworksfitness.com. You can sign up for the virtual classes or online classes. Thank you for joining me today.